Hi, I'm Rachel Mata. I write for The Upcoming. It's a pleasure to speak to both of you today. I just want to start off with you, Amina. For anyone just coming and tuning into the show, can you give us a brief introduction into what it's about, what people can expect from this coming season, and also where we'll find your character this time around?
Right. I think the show as a whole, in the most simplest term, is all about resilience. I mean, it's action packed. On my mind is so on season two, and I'm like, I so can't talk about season two. but it's definitely a roller coaster. It's about resilience. It's about strength, and how you kind of crack under pressure, and how you let all of that sit in your body and what you desire to put out for sure. I think season two is going to be something gnarly to chew on for the fans, that's for sure.
And as for you, Jennifer, is there anything you can tell us about your character?
Well, I think that what's incredible about this story, especially season two, is that each character is their own sort of planet and everyone's in the same galaxy, and their orbits sort of spiral and intersect and collide with one another. And Mamie Fawcett is just going to charge into the story and have her way with it, I guess, for a moment. But I agree with Amina. The show, it's one thing I really appreciate about 1923 is when I was watching it as a fan in just the first season, and I know this wasn't your question, but I'm just going to throw it in, I just felt spoiled rotten by it because it looks like every dollar ends up on this screen on my television, and it feels like the commitment from every angle is just something that you don't see on television all the time. It's not a show that you watch, it's a show that you experience.
Amina, what is it about playing Tiona that you love the most? What part of her resonates with you the most? And how collaborative was Taylor in consulting you about the direction for the character, as well as the authenticity of the representation of Native Americans in the show?
Absolutely. I think for kind of, I don't want to speak for all the actors, but we all had kind of really deep creative freedom for it. They really gave us time to breathe. I think it was a collaborative experience for sure. They really trusted us, they trust us to really bring these characters to life and to put parts of ourselves into these characters, which is why, I mean, when they cast all of us, it's like you could see every single character living, just wanting to burst out from everyone. And for me, with Tiona, what I love about her the most is she's a little bit unexpected. I think in season two, you're going to see a completely different side of her, where her heart kind of is able to shine a little bit brighter in the way that she really desires it to, in a way that isn't held by fear. But it's also very admirable because she is a very strong woman, even though she's a child. And so many of us have had to be that for so long within our communities, not just Indian country, but just every single person. Every single person moves through what they move through. So it's been an immense honor to be able to share this and share part of our culture with the world.
And Jennifer, this is going to be my last question, but as a fan, often media based in the 1920s have this affinity for the flapper glamour, but the show highlights the other side of that. How do you feel about Taylor Sheridan's work on really focusing on the grit and the nature and the beauty and ugly sides of all of that?
Well, what's amazing about his work is that he can put a spotlight on one side of a coin, but it's not ignoring the other. And you have to, what's really incredible too is that everyone thinks of the 20s and they think of the flapper girls, and you're going to get plenty of that. You don't think about the Indian Territory and how dangerous it was. It was like going to the edge of the earth and trying not to fall. No one knew what they were going to be up against. So all of that energy, all of that spice, and then all of that fear of the abyss and the unknown, it exists simultaneously. And I think that's just a credit to his storytelling.
Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with me today.
Thank you,
Thank you,
May.
May.